All right, good evening, guys. Tonight I am starting to build a pedal, actually an effects pedal for guitar. It's an overdrive, and so I got this kit. It's a build your own clone, and this is the Klon Centaur circuit with an added boost. And so this is the pre-manufactured circuit board, and I'm laying it out right now. I've got my IC sockets here, as you can see, already on the board. And I'm going through all my resistors right now first. The board is actually labeled, like it says 1M, that's 1 meg. 2K7, that's 2.7K ohms. So everything's laid out really nicely. So kind of one of my tricks that I like to do when I'm doing this is, as you can see here, pay no attention to the mess. I've got this foam here, and I can like take all my components and stick them down in the foam so I don't lose them. Because believe me, if I didn't do that, I would lose them. They'd be all over the floor. So let's get this back here. So what I've got here, I've got my meter set to ohms, because it's just the easiest way to determine what value these resistors are. So I take the ohm meter, I do each component, and I measure them. And this one is about 1 meg ohm. And I think that's probably the only 1 meg resistor on this. So I'm going to bend the leads like such. And get a nice bend here like that. And then I find 1 meg. And there it is. And I fit the resistor into the holes, if I can hit them. Yep. Ideally, you want to push it all the way down to it so it's flush with the board, and hold it and then bend it over. And then here's the, I just kind of bend those guys so they'll hold it in place. And I'll lay it down, get my soldering iron and my solder. And I like to tin the soldering iron with a little bit of solder. And the key is to get on it and get off of it. Don't put too much solder on these electronic traces, because you can short them out. So I'm going to hold it there. Bam. That's all the solder I need on that. Let's do this next one. And bam. So take my magnifying glass, put the light on it, just make sure the solder joints are good. That one's kind of suspect, so I'm going to hit that one again. I want to make sure it's right. It's nothing worse than getting this thing together and finding that the pedal doesn't work, and all it takes is one mistake. So, mistakes are not allowed when you're building these things. That's a little suspect there. Looks like I got a little spillover on that between one spot to another, so I had to cut it out. And then what I like to do is, these things are just kind of hanging here, so I like to cut them off flush with the board, or as low as I can get them. So there's like a little lump of solder at the end. Bam. And there you have, so you've got a lot of solder traces already on here. All right, so I'm going to flip it back over. Find the next resistor. Let's ohm it out. And this one's about 1.5K. So the way this board's laid out, these resistors are real easy to know how to bend. You bend them right at the very edge of the ceramic on each side. And what did I say, 1.5K? So it's bad if you forget, you need to go back and measure again, just to make sure. Yep, 1.5K. So I'm going to find a spot on here for a 1.5K resistor, and it's going to read 1K5. Let's see. Vision is going. 1K5. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Well, and there you are. I knew I'd find it. Push that bad boy down, bend these over so that it'll stay flush with the board. And let's get the iron on. Nice. The key is to hold the iron there long enough for the solder to draw in. It's going to hit the trace. It also has to attach to the leg of the work there. So while that's cooling, I'll go ahead and measure the next one. That is 560 ohms. 560. Let's find 560 on here. There it is, 560R. R for resistor. Put that in. Bend these guys over. All right. And little dab will do you. Like Brill cream. Bam. Okay. Next resistor. All right, that one comes out to 27K. Okay. See how you kind of get in rhythm here once you do this a little bit, and you know you can build your own pedal. It does help if you have some electronics knowledge though, and you're kind of in the rhythm of doing this type of work. All right, I said 27K, I think. I'm going to check again. Sometimes when I'm talking, I forget. Yep, 27K. Okay, where are you? 27K. I know you're on here somewhere. 27K. There it is. Right in the middle. All right, let's drop that down, bend those leads over. Nice. Some nice solder joints there. All right, let's get another one. My goal is to get all the resistors on this board tonight. 4.7K, 4.7K. Sometimes I just keep saying it, 4.7K. I'll say it 10 times so that I don't mess up. 4.7K. Flip the board over. 4.7K. And that's going to read 4K7 on the board. Here it is, 4K7. Nice. For those of you who are not familiar with the Klon Centaur pedal, they were made back in the early 90s by a guy, I forget his name, and they became so sought after that people are paying upwards around $5,000 for one of these, for one of the originals on eBay or Reverb. And that's a lot of money for a pedal. So I figure guys that are paying that are collectors and they can have them. You know what? I've heard that these sound just as good. And matter of fact, this one with the boost circuit will probably be more versatile and could sound even better than the originals. So, yeah, for less than $100, I can have an awesome sounding pedal. But the Klon Centaur is an overdrive. It's also a clean boost, depending on how you set the drive. And they sound incredible. All right, next resistor. 22K. Okay, let's bend these leads. 22K. Let's see. There's 22K. What it really helps to have a lot of light when you're doing this kind of work and good vision, which I don't have. So I'm wearing my readers tonight. Nice beads on that, of solder on that joint. Looks really good. Okay, and I got like 4 resistors to go. We're getting there. That is 100K. Let's see, where's 100K? There it is. I know where it is. Okay, it's coming along, you know. I figure if I do more of these, I'll become a well-oiled machine. But I've been building pickups and building tube amplifiers. And, you know, it's kind of hard to be good at everything. Somebody told me one time you should always stick to what you're good at. But, you know, curiosity killed the cat. So I'm curious as to what this pedal's going to sound like. Nice. All right, 3 to go. Let's see what we got here. 27K. 27K. Let's flip that over. Let's see. 27K. Where are you? This thing shouldn't be that hard to find. 27K. Oh, there it is. Oh. Does a rattlesnake? Well, you know. Nice. All right, let's see what this one does. 100K. Over 100K right here. That was easy. Thing is, the more you populate the board, the less holes will be left to have to look for. All right, 1 resistor left. I measured this earlier. Let's see. This is 5K1. Thought that was kind of an odd value. I mean, I've seen 5K resistors, but a 5100 ohm is a little bit odd. But hey, who says I've seen it all? 5K1. This is the last resistor. And I'll clean up the bottom of the board and show it to you. Let that thing cool. Go ahead and snip these off. Really gotta make sure that none of these are touching on the bottom of the board. So like I say, we don't want any short. So, you know, ultimately, once the board is complete, as you can see, the resistors and the IC sockets are in place. These are going to get EEPROM chips. I've got 4 chips that are going to go in those. And then I've got LEDs here. I guess I can go do the LEDs. Let's see. Where do they go? LED. They can't both go there, can they? Let me look at something. should be on the opposite ends. Anyway, I'll have to do a little, I'm going to have to pull the schematic up and just verify before I put any more of the components on. I want to make sure that, let's make sure I get it right. So anyway, and that's part of my journey now on my Klon pedal here. So looking forward to getting this up and running. I've got to paint the enclosure, which is over on the other bench, and you know, get everything, you know, bolted up, switches and jacks and things like that, and then do some wiring from those to the board. Finish populating it, of course, and get it on my pedal board and see how it sounds. We'll definitely do a sound demo once that happens. So anyway, thanks for stopping by the channel.